everyone, welcome to another video for SimonsSaysStamp.com. Today I'm going to be making a card that's one of my most favorite types of cards to make, and that is a card that has like bands of different colors and patterns and kind of different techniques, and then combine it into one card. So I have these strips of cardstock that I'm going to be working with. This is kind of the color palette I'm working with today, and I'm going to start off with this dark color, and I'm going to use this embossing folder from Sizzix. I'm going to run it through my Big Shot machine. Okay, and that just gives that paper a really cool embossing. In fact, it kind of ripped the paper, but it looks kind of cool, so I'm going to leave it because it has a really cool texture. I don't even need to sand it down. Alright, now I'm going to take this color right here, and I'm going to use this template. This is a template from the Crafters Workshop. This is the Swiss Dots. I'm going to do a little bit of spraying. I'm using Studio Calico Mr. Huey Mist and Calico Shine. I'm going to shake this up and then give it a good spray. This will do a really subtle dot pattern. Alright, and I'll just pick up the template. You can kind of see those dots on there, and they'll dry to almost a clear color. Okay, and now we're going to do some embossing on these last two pieces. So I'm going to use my EK Success powder tool. I'm just going to rub that over both of these. Okay, on this yellow one, I'm going to take the designer wood grain block from Hero Arts. I'm going to use some Versamark ink, and we're going to do some clear embossing powder on it. So I'm just going to use Versamark. I'm just inking up the top half of this because I want the grain vertical. So I'm going to put that on here now. Really rub that on. Lift that up, and then I'm going to ink this up one more time just on this end. Alright, and I'm noticing it's about alright, the wood grain's about right there. Lovely. So I have some clear embossing powder here. Alright, so you can kind of see that shine in the wood grain pattern there. So I'll set that aside. And now on this white piece, I'm going to stamp one of these backgrounds from the Lawn Fawn Teeny Tiny Backdrop stamp set. And I think I'm going to use the hearts. Let's put this on my compact stamp press. And some Versamark ink. And I can't see where they are, so I'm going to go ahead and put the embossing powder on before I stamp the next part. And it'll give me a frame of reference. Because I can't see it at all on this. So, but once I put the embossing powder on, I'll be able to see where they are. I don't know if you guys could see that. Alright, so now I'm going to stamp another row. Okay, for this one I'm going to do some Emboss to Resist using Distress ink from Tim Holtz. This is the Peacock Feathers color. This is from the Spring Seasonal Distress inks. So I'm going to grab my crafting sheet. I'm going to take my Distress ink, and this is all cooled off. And I'm going to go ahead and just start applying this on here, just like that. And you'll see that those hearts resist the ink. Alright, so I'm just going to clean this up with a cloth or a baby wipe. See how much ink comes off that? Just cleaning off all those hearts. Alright, so there, that can go up here with the rest of our patterns for the card. I'll just clean up my craft sheet. Alright, and now I'm going to start putting all of it together. Alright, so now I'm going to trim this to be just slightly smaller than the front of a card. I'm going to take my postage stamp edge punch. I'm just going to take some off this end right here. Alright, that's going to go on our card front. I've already folded the card. That's just going to go right there. I'm going to put it on some dimensional adhesive. Alright, for the sentiment on this card, I'm going to use this stamp set from Ali Edwards and Technique Tuesday. This is the Love Ali stamp set. I'm going to do this Sending You All My Love right here. Have some white cardstock here. This is just Nina Solar White. And I'm going to use some Colorbox chalk ink in Chestnut Roan. Perfect. I'm going to use my scissors and just cut this out in a square or in a rectangle really closely. And I'm going to keep this really easy and simple and just adhere this down onto the card right in that area. Once again, I'll put on some dimensional adhesive. Alright, and that finishes the card for today. Really simple design, but there is some different techniques used on the other sections and areas of the card. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.